Yeah, I'm new here, so come on. Come on. Not gonna like it.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Adelaide's okay.
I know, I'm trying to think.
Bound to spoil at this rate.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Reed needs his people back.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
What happened to you, Adelaide? All this anger had to come from somewhere.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I'm willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos?
No, I'm not looking to
Kill
kill him.
Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Reed isn't just going to leave his post. I'll need some help convincing him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Think that'll convince Reed to step down.
I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms.
Okay. Let's go. Step out here, Pavardi. What do you think?
Where are we headed?
I guess we're going to talk to these people over here. What the? Where'd everyone go? Okay. Come now the power. Now the power's obviously having an easy time convincing the observer. Move back. Okay. Adelaide refuses to move back. May have more luck convincing some other deserters. In particular, she suggested you speak to Grace or Thomas, as others will listen to them. Move. Reed. Oh. Yeah, let's go remove Reed. Yeah, we're not going. We're going to. Let's go remove Reed. Yeah, he has to go. Okay. Okay. So Reed has to go. We gotta go. I want to change out my weapons. I'm gonna use an assault rifle. Short range. Using blocks skill unlocks perfect block. Hold on a second. Don't tell me I just took a drug for no good reason. Alright, let's fix something here. What's this stuff? Armor rating. Auntie Cleo's. Crescent.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
Spoke to Adelaide. She won't come back so as long as you're here.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice.
I don't care.
I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town.
Town's terrified of the plague. Abernathy asked me to steal medicine for him.
I am not without compassion for Abernathy's predicament, but the plague has taken a hard toll on us all. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Adelaide's people aren't getting sick with plague.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
This town doesn't eat anything but salt tuna. Of course you're going to get sick.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice salt tuna cannery. We eat salt tuna here, and only salt tuna.
What exactly are you putting in those cans?
Processed, liquefied, retextured salt tuna rendered in a chemical bath, of course. Well, mostly salt tuna. We've been experiencing a salt tuna shortage, you see. So we've had to improvise. We've added wood chips, some mushrooms, bit of sand, tossed some canid bits in our processor once. It all tastes like salt tuna in the end.
How long have you been living like this? And that can't be healthy.
Health is a state of mind, friend. Afflictions in one's body are reflections of afflictions in one's work ethic and attitude. Now listen, I do not know what pretty rhetoric Adelaide has fed you, but plagues are a simple fact of life.
Adelaide's found a way to grow food. She'll come back if you step down.
You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Look, Reed, all I know is that it involves some rather really complicated math and it works.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
Well, what are your plans?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
You won't last a day outside the walls, you know.
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
Yeah. And this can't be easy for
I
you.
have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Alright. Take care. Let's go. Told a little lie. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more sick it sounds. But alright, see what's going on. Adrenal time crash. Oh man, really? Let's go sell our junk.
Something got you down?
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
Work your jaw on some Spacer's Chaw. Music to my ears.
Okay, let's see here. Go, I'll break down this armor. Sarah and Fraser. Cameron and Fraser. Like some kids.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Hey, you can hang out here for one. Fix my armor. Let's see. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Alright, let's go ahead. Head out. We'll head back to the place. Give them the good news.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before.
Right. Alright.
Yeah, huh?
I guess nothing. Okay. What the hell is that? What? Oh, those stupid little creatures in there. I need to modify my assault rifle. She's been in this place. Well, I think we're in the Emerald Vale Community Center. I'm kind of glad I did all the clearing out. Keeping up? Alright, good girl. Actually, I did kind of like her outpost, the botanical lab. Obviously, it's a beautiful place. I mean, it was manufactured. Alrighty, here we are. And now you know why Adelaide is so bitter. You know. Welcome to Edgewater.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Talk Reed into leaving and come back to Edgewater.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Edgewater's better off with you running the place.
You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Let's go, dear. We need to go get this power. Botanical labs now without power. Alright, so let's go get this power regulator tool. Where exactly is it? Come on, I'm gonna show you, introduce you to Ada. Wow. And it's got a little squirrely here for a moment.
What happened? Sprat fell into a transformer again?
One of
No.
us want to go see what happened?
I know, I'm trying to think.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand.
Adelaide's agreed to go back to Edgewater.
Didn't think she'd go back so long as Reed was still running the place. Something must have changed. If Adelaide's going back to Edgewater, we'll follow her.
Nice. Stefan?
Don't see why Thomas can't just get the generator up and running. Something I can help you with?
We'll see. Oh. We'll see where. So. Thomas?
I'm glad Adelaide's coming back to town with us. With Reed gone, we're gonna need her leadership.
Alright. It's your lucky day. I got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding! Really? Well, which one?
The elusive part 3. Someone stashed away inside the geothermal plant.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible! You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals.
It was.
2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
Alright, thank you. Let's go talk to Esther. Oh, Zoe. Zoe, come over here.
How do you expect me to enjoy the adventures of the masked marketeer with no power?
Bavardi? Zoe, Bavardi. Okay. I don't know. I guess that's something you'll have to figure out on your own. Let's go to the ship. We gotta level up, I know. Yeah, we don't want to go down there. We do not want to go down there. Dog took you places before. You haven't seen anything. You We haven't seen nothing. Ah, crazy. Wow. Okay, things got a little haywire there. I got a little dizzy. Let's make our way to the ship. To the ship, to the ship, to the ship. Uh-oh. Let's not die here. Okay. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's go this way.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me just be over here. Warding those beasties. Man, they sound close. What the hell is that? Oh my god. I don't know what the hell was that? A leather boa. Yeah, that was one big ass thing. Okay. I don't know where the hell I am. No wonder I've never encountered that thing. I've never been out here. This place is like a wasteland, man.
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she's jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
Unlicensed. Terrible. Let's use the bridge.
Huh? What? I wasn't dozing off.
Okay, there we go.
Huh? What?
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I'm sorry, Parvati.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Alright, we'll see you around town. I think I did a bad thing. Did I do a bad thing? Oh, crap. I think I did a really, really bad thing. Oh, crap. I think I did a bad thing. Oh, man, that's a haunting decision. Well, I'm going to leave her to deal with that. Leave, what's her name? Adelaide to deal with that.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling.
Well,
when I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
I can understand not wanting to go back. You didn't seem happy in Edgewater.
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Okay. I'll be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin, it's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
She's very cute. She's very nice. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Well, guess what, Ada?
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Okay. Hey.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Thanks to our new person.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Okay, I will be back. In she goes. Where the heck is Pavati at? Okay. That was a lot to navigate. Why are you just standing there?
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
Thanks. Why are you just standing there? Come on.
Be right there.
Okay. Hey.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power regulator, as you no doubt know.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good, I've been waiting here from him.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Right, I've been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Oh, okay. So... Oh, slow down. You asked me to get involved with the black market?
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Why do I need a nav key to land on a planet?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions.
Understood.
The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly.
Can't I land somewhere outside of Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb.
Oh, we don't want
You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly.
Fine. I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time.
And?
I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Okay, I'll put it to use, thanks. Oh, you want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits, first-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
It reminds me this thing has limitations.
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Why do I need a gadget for this anyway? Couldn't I just steal a uniform or something?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
How in the hell does a hologram sweeten my breath?
Science, that's how.
That's not an answer. People will actually fall for this. Seems kind of far-fetched.
The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected. Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act odd. They won't focus on you.
I have a feeling this is going to end badly. But okay, I'll put it to good use. Thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Alright. Good talking with you, Ada. I hope she's not out there. Well, we've got a lot of things to do. Hey.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it?
Okay, what do you think of the ship?
It's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
How about you? Oh. Apparently Ada's the one who actually flies the ship.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
Of course.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
So So what do you think, Bavati? Is this safe to fly now that we've got the regulator?
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
What? What? It sounded like it when you... Okay, so you learned a trade from your father. Your face is stuck.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
I don't see the humor.
He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
But you are actually really good at this, and you enjoy it.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought.
Yeah, you
Not
are.
so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
So after school, you moved straight back to Edgewater?
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier.
Yeah.
Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
Did you get much time with him after you back from school?
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains.
Damn it.
Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ears so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
Okay. Break time's over, I guess. Alright, and with that, we're going to end this episode. I've got to get that uniform. But, so here's our new engineer, ship's engineer. Of course, I'm Erik Malkavian as Jace Ryder in the Outer Worlds. And we are underway, making our way to our next destination. So I want to thank you for watching. You have an awesome day, and take care. Goodbye.